Hi, friends. I've been getting numerous calls and emails from people who around the world have not only had COVID in the past, but they've had COVID 2 or 3 times and even in the future. I happen to have placed 2 videos here, and I had no idea that anyone would be reading them here on YouTube. Apparently, COVID never disappeared, and even today, I had a young man around 22 years old had it 2 times and was barely able to work. So I'm making this video just to confirm that at this late stage of them even talking about it on news, the people are getting it. And I have a niece with a master's degree in financial arts. I think she wanted to be a writer, but she could only get a job as the head of a librarian at a university, which she had to stop because she developed long-term COVID. Now, this is a bright person. Now, let me not exaggerate. I am going to tell you the honest to goodness truth. I read it in the paper. It was before she worked on her master's degree. And I'm not even sure if it was before she worked on her bachelor's degree. She had hit 100% on all the categories and gotten full scholarship. Full scholarship for bachelor's degree, the BA, the master's degree in fine arts, which she finished, and I'm not sure if she was working on another degree. I don't think she was. She was just working as a librarian. But I'm not talking about someone here who's trying to get out of work. The doctor took her off of work. She couldn't function as a librarian at a university. It gets to the point with long-term COVID that you may have to have, I'm not going to say a caretaker, but someone to bring food to you, leave it by the door. I've had them do that for me. I have long-term COVID. I have had a man volunteer to bring food to my house because I couldn't cook. My wife can cook, but she also has had COVID, and this was going on about the same time that I had the second COVID. So I'm trying to give you encouragement, okay? This is what I'm trying to do. I'm going to try to tell you, number one, it is a real thing. When you take a person that scores 100% on all things, everything math. And none of us like math, do we? But she did math perfectly. But that's not what got her the scholarship. That was just part of what I noticed on her exam to qualify for her scholarship. I don't want to make a big deal out of this. I'm a math major. I taught math. I mentioned this before. I could not pass calculus. I could not pass analytical geometry. I couldn't pass a lot of the math, but I passed enough to get a major degree along with psychology and sociology to be able to teach it. That's the only thing I was able to teach, because sociology and psychology, there weren't enough classes in high school for that. Okay. So they let me off the hook and let me take general math classes. Can't remember the names, but they were for elementary school teachers, and I was able to get majored in that. I taught in that, and as I mentioned in other videos, I did not do good as a teacher, and they asked me not to come back after the second year. And that's when I turned my career around and went into the field of psychology and behavioral sciences of all kinds, including addictions. Okay. Do I still see people with long-term COVID? 2 or 3. But it's by telehealth. Telehealth is what we're doing right now, but leave the health out. It's telecommunication, but they can talk back to me. So I can do that, but I don't have the strength to have an office anymore. I closed it Christmas before last, and I have about 4 good hours a day of strength. That's why when you hear me, it's this time of night. After I get through with a project of YouTube, I start slowing down to the point where I get ready to relax, read a book. What kind of books do I read, you might want to ask? I'm the type of guy that if I know a person well, I'll read his book. If for example, if I meet someone on YouTube, I bought 5 books from someone who's connected with me on YouTube. Correct me. Facebook. Do you see what the long term does to the mind? I'm thinking Facebook, but saying YouTube. No, this person was Gypsy Mercer, Mercer. She goes by Gypsy. You can look her up. She's on my Facebook page. But here I am saying she's on YouTube. She's not on YouTube. I tried to get her on YouTube, but she's not there yet. But I've got her books. And actually, if it wasn't for her, I would not have gone back into writing and publishing. She helped me put out recently 4 books, paperback books: The Season of Spring, The Season of Summer, The Season of Autumn, and The Season of Winter. And if by any chance you want to look, you can see them free, 3 of them free, on Kindle Unlimited. If you belong to Kindle Unlimited, that's about $10 or $12 a month, and you can check out 10 or 12 books at a time. And when you get finished reading them, turn one in, get another one. Okay, so I'm making my living that way. Now, wanted to go to the next step, and that is I sent her a poem. I couldn't find anybody to help me get back in the publishing field. I've been publishing my first book in 1969. I already see this is going to be a longer one than I expected, but in 1969 I published When Twilight Begins. 1971 I published I Believe in Love. 1974 I published Touching You, Touching Me, and it went through 7 printings in a lot of English-speaking countries. And then I kept on publishing until sales of poetry books. This was love poetry. I was in love once. You may be in love, or have been. You may, but you can read it free. I'm telling you, you can read three of these books free. I wanted the 4th one put on there free, but at that time we couldn't get it on there free. It's under Amazon Kindle Unlimited. Okay, if you want to. Otherwise, if you buy it, it's $2 or $3 on Kindle. If you buy it in paperback, it's $9.95. There's one on there, $7.95. Different prices. Okay, so I've been publishing since 1969. You know that about me now. Okay, getting back to Gypsy. If by any chance, and there's many writers on YouTube, many writers, authors, wannabe writers. If you need any help, I will give you her email address and connect with you. She was the only person that connected with me when I tried to get back into publishing, since the book before that, which was in 1978. She was the only person that I contacted that responded. And she'll respond to you if you have a desire to make a pamphlet, booklet, hardback book, softback book, anything you want. I don't know if that's of interest to you, but the COVID thing is very real. It affects my memory, and it has stopped me from writing. Okay, I published around 10 to 12 books, and now I can't get the thoughts that I want to express from my brain to using a pencil to write. I don't know if anybody will ever tell you that's a symptom, because it's so rare that someone would bring that up. Wouldn't it be a rare thing? I've got so many ideas of books, small books, 150 pages or less. Some maybe 20, 24, 28 pages, if it was just informational books that would help you, for example, recover from COVID, or try to recover from COVID. So I have been at a dead stand at writing for a long time, and that is the reason why I've switched over to YouTube. I want to write again. I can't get my mind to make my hand work. I can sign my name, that's not a problem. If it's your birthday, and if you send me your birthday address, I'll try my best to send you a birthday card. I can write that much. The energy level's 4 hours, sometimes less. The sleeping pattern has gone to up to noon, 12 o'clock noon, when I used to get up at 7 or 8 or 9. These are just a few things. I know that I could give you a whole list of things, and I have in one of the YouTubes a list of things. If you look under mine under YouTube long term, you'll see a list of maybe 10 to 15 things that I've experienced. But I'm just sharing at the moment with my house coat on. Just wanted to share with you tonight. I've had a bad 3 nights, almost without sleep. That's a problem too, by the way. Not being able to go to sleep. I'm going to stop it now because we've gone a total of going toward 20 minutes, and I know short videos are preferred over long videos. And you can ask questions, but please realize one thing. Give me time. Give me days to answer. Check each day. I answered 3 the other day and gave out on energy. I felt like they were good answers. But if you got questions or comments or just want to talk, please leave a message. And I'm not one that asks for you to subscribe unless you think you like my style. That's all I'll say. If you like my style, this is basically what I do. I don't use a script. A lot of what I said tonight came unplanned. But I would want to promise you one thing, and that is I'll try my best to give you something each time you tune into me that will maybe benefits you now, or maybe would have in the past, or will in the future. And I do appreciate you tuning in to listen to me tonight. And also, I want to say, if you care to put a like on there, I don't know what that means. I know it's better than putting I don't like. It's been such a pleasure talking to you tonight. And I almost didn't get on because I had the house robe on, but all these comments coming in from COVID, I felt like since I'm going through some parts of it now, I should share it. And I hope it helps. Have a blessed night.